Hi everyone, it's Sunny16 Tarot. How are you today? This is going to be a career reading, and by the way, this ended up becoming a health reading, and I'm not a doctor. Let me give that disclaimer. I'm not a professional of any kind, no health profession of any kind. So I'm not giving any medical advice. I'm not saying ditch your doctor for this reading. But yeah, this disclaimer might be longer than the message itself, so let's get to it. Yeah, honestly, I yapped to myself so much about this, and what it comes down to is you are paralyzed, especially with Four of Swords in reverse. Usually it's Four of Swords upright, and let me reassure you that this is reversed, because this is it upright. This is the person chilling. This is the cat. Sorry, this is the cat. The cat chilling. We're using the cat tarot, but it's reversed. See, the it usually looks like this when it's upright, right? But then it's reversed, so it's this way. So yeah, this is reversed, just like this. King of Cups, just like that. Sorry, I can't really compare it because I'm making do with the setup I have here. um, like I'm holding this camera as we're talking. But anyways, let's get into it. Yeah, paralyzed. I really, like, you're paralyzed, and one way, like, okay, so you are definitely a hard worker. You're definitely someone who cares about what you do. And altruism and community play a big role in what you do. Without community, how does it all function? However, okay, hard workers, the worst thing you can say to them is take rest. And the thing is, this is capitalism, hard worker you are. Like, you will give it your all. When you really care about something, you will give it your all. You don't go like, I already know I care about it, so I can take a few minutes to myself. I already know I care about it, so I can go get my own coffee instead of, getting someone else to do it so I don't lose out on time. And that's another thing. Maybe you're good at asking for help. You'll get someone else to get coffee for you, or you don't even really do that. It's really people going like, do you want a coffee? And you're like, oh, okay. But then you leave it like the iced coffee melted in the sun when you're working. Yeah, some of you may work outdoors and landscaping, or you might have done a community garden recently. So yeah, one way I will tell you that you know it's time to take a break, it's when you work on something and it backfires. If it backfired once, whatever, because it's once, right? But if you notice the second, the third time, those seem like small numbers, but experiences, when you have two, three experiences of something, that's enough to be like, okay, let's go back to the drawing board, let's regroup. So that's what I see with the past energy with the cat tarot, and then with the zodiac. So this is the cat tarot, by the way. For good karma, always reference the deck. And this is what I used for your future, the zodiac tarot. Got this from Etsy, the legit pack, like the legit deck. I don't know, I probably have to go on Tarot Stack for it, but yeah. So Six of Cups in reverse tells me there's a lot of familiarity with what you're doing. But yeah, with this is the future. Oh yeah, Zodiac Tarot is staring your future. So what came out first was Knight of Wands and then Knight of Swords, and you got Knight of Pentacles here, and you got Court cards up here. And interestingly, you got King of Cups with King of Cups. So, self care king, you need to get to it. I mean, your guidance card was Three of Swords. You literally need to take a break. You literally need to just sit back, relax, talk to your loved ones. And if you do need to vent, yeah, friends are the best people to vent to, especially about your ambitions. And maybe they don't know you. They're not the, I don't want to say they're the best people to vent to because we're not ranking. I would say actually, if I am ranking, the best person to vent to is a mentor, to an elder in your community, you know? And for those of you who are Indigenous, there may be a literal Indigenous elder that you can speak with. Sorry, I'm not trying to white explain. I'm just saying for those of you who are viewing this video and you are Indigenous and want to reclaim your ancestry, or if you are Indigenous and you've been within your ancestry, like, yeah, that's just a little reminder that Spirit's giving me. So yeah, there may be a trusted person, there must be like a very experienced person in your field, and some of you, I don't know, this trusted mentor could be younger, so maybe they'll be kind of like gatekeeping, but honestly, if an older person asked me for advice on something, I would be really honored. Um, yeah, I don't know. I guess there's also I because this reading was also telling me try new things. So there may be like a younger person that you will confide in about something. Or maybe someone your age. I don't know. I try not to read the court cards in an age sense, but there's so many court cards, so the chances of other people being involved in this reading are pretty high. So yeah, your break isn't necessarily to stop working. It's to just use your discernment with socializing. You've done a lot of networking, but it's time to socialize. Networking can be quite dangerous. I'm not gonna lie to you because there are a lot of emotionally AB, you know what I'm talking about, people. Like there are a lot of yeah, there's a lot of toxicity and um the A word around. Wow. This is making my what's the term? My heart ache. With Three of Swords here especially. I hope this message is very coherent, collective. To break it all down, you really need to. I don't mean rest like sit on your couch all day kind of rest. I mean rest like. I mean, if you want to do that, that's cool. But I'm just saying, I know people don't want to do that. But yeah, honestly, you don't even need to plan everything in your rest. That's the thing. That's what rest is. You're letting your mind wander. And I don't know, with Four of Swords in reverse, it's telling me you had that not by choice, especially when projects you've worked on have been backfiring. There may have been mental exhaustion and breakdowns, and your community loves you. They're not holding it against you. They're actually just like, is everything okay? You know, and they do miss you. The people you've worked with, they do really miss you. Wow. Okay, this reading is really interesting. There's so much to say. I thought like, oh, what if I yapped enough to like break it down? But it's like, no, I keep coming up with more things for you guys here. Yeah, this is just a very gentle reading to it's like the advanced definition for me of self-care instead of just the same old um just take time to yourself, be in your selfish era because I don't condone always being selfish. We should like when I don't know, there was a point we were all in our selfish era because boundaries like a lot of posts about boundaries came up and Nadra Tawab Glover's book, Set Boundaries, Find Peace came out. And I know of a therapist on YouTube, Stefania, I forgot her whole name, but she does like Love is Blind commentaries and they're really interesting. But I liked what she was saying about the boundaries book. She said if you know, as a therapist, like if you already know what boundaries are, the book's not that mind blowing. It did teach me. So boundaries, yes, like to me they're a pretty new um it boundaries is a pretty new concept to me. So yes, we did have the extreme times of you must be selfish. But now we know how to be selfish. So still consider your community, still factor them in, and also spend time with your childhood friends. I don't know, Six of Cups in reverse also tells me there's a lot of neglect with your roots. That's for some of you, not all of you, by the way. This is a general reading, so please don't come for me. Some of you are going to be like, you don't know me, but that's what tarot is. We're just, you know, I'm just reading the energy, I'm just reading what the cards are saying, and I'm just saying my intuition. It doesn't have to apply to you. But, anyways, yeah. No, I'm not, like, I seriously want to tell you, when you just chill out, when you stop forcing energy, you get more fuel. And of course, don't rest thinking that it's just recharging. You know, resting isn't only recharging. When you have the recharging in your head, you're really oversimplifying rest. Okay, that's everything I got for you. I hope I've broken it down coherently. But yeah, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm really wishing you all the best. Please, like, enjoy your favorite drink today. You know, even if it's an expensive drink, just please enjoy something. Please just find a simple pleasure. Do some self soothing. And I love you guys so, so much. And have a great day. Bye.